All right, guys, let's get into this next outing here. Got Alex in the game here, and Dylan down here at the short corner. Let's check out how we get this started here. Good job of Dominic. Okay, so we're playing. Looks like this is the beginning of the C team. Yep, that's where you want to work it. Want to work it to the middle, and remember, Dom. Sorry, Xavier. Your first read. Now, let me back up a little bit because we talk about this quite often, and I want to just review it. You need to be over here, right? Because now you're playing a low post instead of the short corner. And even though we don't get the right read here, if the read happens, you're not in a position to sneak back door to get that there. So the first read you want, Xavier, when you come up here and catch us, we want you to drop step. Let me just switch this out real quick. We want you to drop step a foot there, and you're looking for this guy here, right? That's ultimately where we want you to make the first pass to. That's your first read. Then your second read would be to him there. So, all right. Get it there. And that's okay because that would maybe be a third read. And it's a fine pass, right? It's just we want to make that a little bit later here. So, great. You kick it there. And you need to come hard. So, Dylan, now that pass is kicked out there, consider going underneath the defender so he can't see you coming across there, and you're probably more likely to catch that. So Dom, now remember, you have your first read from there is going to be if you get the ball from here, your first read is going to be to there. But if not, if you get the ball how you got it here, your first read is going to be this cutter from the short corner coming across, right? And look at him now. Now he's open. That's when we want you to make that pass. He's open right here. And that's the time when we want that pass in there to him. You eventually make it. And now the problem is, see, the challenge here, Dylan, is if you come across like this, now you're in a position it's harder to shoot it. If you come across this way and you just take that inside foot, outside foot, you can turn and shoot. Still a good pass, and all in all, decent ball movement. Even though this ball movement is kind of lackadaisical, we play a team that's a little more aggressive. They're not going to let us get away with these sort of passes, right? This is good ball movement. I just want to see crisper passes, and you guys will get there. Good ball movement. Get a shot up. Now look. Can't say it enough times, big dog. The ball's been long in the basket, and you don't have an awareness of where the ball is, and you're kind of just slowly running down the court here. I need you to come. Just go as hard as you can and get down here. Then you can take a rest. See, we talked the whole first game and this game. If someone's dribbling in front of you, so one of you decide who has the ball. Not both of you, just one. And then if the ball's being dribbled in front of you, those hands need to be busy. Those hands need to be at the ball. And this is not it, guys. This is not, I don't want you in that spot either, right? So we've got Alex where he should be, you where he should be, but you need to be over here, inside him. Because if they make this pass, he's got a lane right there, right? You don't need to be on the outside, but on the inside there. And then if they swing the ball here, then you can release and come out to this side until Alex recovers. Then you come back down, okay? See this position here? Once they make that pass, if this kid is aggressive and makes the pivot turn, he's all alone down here by himself. And see, nobody, I don't really see a hand up in this kid's face. This is just us being lackadaisical on defense with this. You got to have your hand up in his face here, guys. Not just run out to him, get a hand up. You could probably block that, Dominic. You have good athleticism and timing with that. You could probably block it. Now here we are already in the early part of this game, not getting into transition. So ball goes in, it's a made shot. You're already here, so you should know. Just take a couple steps there. Ball comes through the hoop. He has it right away. So here's what I want you to think about. I know this may seem like just petty, but these little details are really, really important, especially when we play teams that are more athletic. So as the ball comes here, you bounce it, right? Just step out of bounds. Grab it here, and now you should be looking. So when you're bouncing it, you're not looking for an open spot. If you're the 3, you need to be gone. If you're the 1, you need to be where he is. And I don't know who two or 3 is here right now. We're going to find out. Takes a little long to happen, but people still get there. Again, against a more aggressive team, it's probably not going to happen. And I don't know, how did Alex get there? What position? Alex is playing the 2. So, okay, good. Alex passes it, and look at that, Alex. You pass it and you go. That's exactly what we want you to do. And it's probably not a great pass. So check it out, Alex. This kid's kind of in between you guys. So what you could do here is, if you think that pass isn't going to get there, because he kind of blocks it and it comes back to you, I think. I don't know how you get it. Well, Dominic looks like he passed it to you. But something to consider. I love that you passed it and you got down court. Awesome. Let's see, we're kind of getting out of wonky here, because look, you catch it. I'm not sure if you're on what side of the court you're on. But you do a good job. Pass it and go. Awesome. If you see that this kid's maybe going to intercept it, you could always dribble into there, push it down, and then kick it to Dominic. Because if this kid has to come up on you, then you can kick it down to Dom. And good job getting down here as the rim runner. Get a score. Now we're pressing. And here it goes again. The pass comes, and you're too shallow. So you need to be over here so we can encourage him to come this way. And you got to come quickly to seal off there. So Alex, this is you. You need to anticipate this. Actually, you know who this is? Who's on that? Yeah, that's you, Alex. You need to be anticipating. So you see how you're running away from this? Dominic has over here, and you have over here on that side. This is your ball to intercept right here. Look at that. How of a looping ball pass that is. Had you been right here, stayed in this area, remember this is your area, you have like this over here, then you pick off that pass. And you're getting your 3rd bucket of the game. Like a minute into the game, and you're already at 6 points. And see we're just chasing the ball. Just watch yourself, Alex. You're blowing a lot of energy here that you don't need to. So you run all the way over here, then you kind of chase it and come back over here. Watch this. Chasing it there, then you're going to chase the ball over here. You see how you're chasing the ball instead of cutting it off? If you play your area, and your area is here, and Josh's area is here, and Dominic's area is all of this. Those are the areas that you guys have. Okay? If that's where you are, then you're in a good spot. But what happens is you end up, and then you make another pass and you're chasing it. And we never get to a trap because all we're doing is just chasing the ball instead of cutting lanes off and lines off. It's a lot of running to do, right? It's unnecessary running. You don't have to do it. let this guy, we let him. It's painful to watch, gentlemen. Shot goes up right here. Got to have a box out. You two guys need to be boxing out, and you need to be boxing out. Not a single box out. They're going to get their own rebound, and then we let him shoot it. And foul him. If you're going to foul, think about it. Just think about it for a second. If you're going to foul, and I want you to foul, but if you foul there, I want you to foul to prevent the shot from going in. Just foul in a way that they don't even get the shot off. So if you foul and he makes it, now the potential of him making 3 baskets is great, right? They have a potential of making 3 points. That's the way to say that. If you foul him and he doesn't, foul him in a way that he cannot shoot the ball, then he's going to go to the free throw line. And let's see if John makes a shot. And he misses. So you're already at a good position. And travel. That's travel. Travel again. So Dominic, all you need to do is when you catch a pass like this, just get your body in control. Just jump stop. Trying to do too much, too fast. Just jump stop and get it to a guard. That's all I got to do. So it's another turnover. And this is what I want you to do, Alex. I like that you got the ball and you went into this uncomfortable space. You dribbled right-handed, you dribbled left-handed, and you pushed it down the middle. And look at this angle coming into him. All that's left to do is to bump him. That's all that's left to do. And take a good line. See how you kind of walk this line here right there? I want you kind of walk the line. I want you to kind of angle into that line a little bit. I think and you don't get the foul, bud. So that's the challenge, right? Sometimes, Alex, you come down here and you kind of just stall right here. Come in hard to these guys. That bump would have got you there. But everything leading up to that, Alex, this is really good. You're a guard. You caught it at the middle. You pushed, dribbled both hands, tack the basket, just finish it. That comes with practice, and you'll get it. But that's why the drills that we work in practice are so important to make contact. That's your chance to learn from it. Oh, yeah, I remember that shot. Just went like behind the basket. Call the foul. Okay, we should be saying, if you're a guard out here, hey, if he makes this, we're getting in transition. So if that's you, Alex, you could be saying it. Dylan can be saying it. Josh can be saying it. You're going to be telling each other, hey, transition. It's an unmade shot, transition. Because we're getting in transition regardless, right? And this is really kind of unacceptable. So you got good position right here, Xavier. All you got to do is keep him back by pushing him back, right? And John's aggressive, right? Going to push you around a little bit. You're going to be battling him for years to come, I have a feeling. So be careful. This loopy passes, guys. And then Xavier taps it. Because Xavier's fast. Your best outlet pass would have been right there. Lucky we got it back. Now I want you to push middle. Okay. So sometimes this happens, Alex, and I know you're trying to get control, right? And that is what I want you to do. But you got to have your head on a swivel. So what I would probably do in a situation like this. Now look. Think about this. There's 2 of them. They're right there. There's 3 of you. So we have the numbers to fast break this, right? So if you go here, just like you did before, you have Xavier on that lane and you have Dylan on this lane. But I know you're like, you know what? Just be careful. I'm not sure I have the numbers. Because you're seeing them. You're not. If you would have just dribbled here, pushed to the middle, you would immediately start to see these other 2 players, right? But let's say, for example, there's 4 or 5 players there. How I would do this, if it were me, I would just break down, pound the ball right here. I'd pound the ball at my knee, and I would be looking at my peripheral vision this way and this way to see what players were coming my way. Instead of turning my back on any of the defenders, right? And you turn right into someone coming here. See, so if you just break down, pound the ball at the knee, it makes it a lot harder for them to get it because he catches it on this high dribble. See, it's coming up to your chest here. And as a crossover comes up to your chest, it's out in front of your body. He just takes it. And now we're in a turnover. So here we go. It's a dead ball. So good job, Dylan, for coming back. Just take it down now. Okay, that's fine. You want to do that? Stay there. Get it across. Set up an offense now. You don't have to force it. Okay, get a run. Look, because you guys were just playing basketball, this isn't our transition, right? Even though it's a part of what we do in transition, essentially, this is just give and go basketball. You pass and cut. And it's going to be open. Dominic has great vision. Alex makes a good cut. We get right to it. Think about if you can. Yeah, John's coming hard at you, so that's a tough shot. Thank you for putting it up, and then Xavier's going to put it right back up. Get it to fall. No. 2 opportunities, 2 missed layups there, guys. So got to go up. We got to win those. So think about it. Here we are again, right, with a couple early on, a couple turnovers, and missed shots. And again, a better team will make us pay dearly for those because they're going to score on each of those. Check yourself. Tell me if you're playing aggressive underneath the basket there. But let me tell you something, Dylan. Your passing has been on point. I'm going to run it back real time. Watch this pass. Fires it. Boom. That is a great pass. Boom. And Josh almost bobbles it because he's not expecting it coming that hard. Yeah, you better be ready. Now here, push it middle, Josh, right? Push it middle, push it middle. Keep going, let's see. You got it all the way down in there, and then you kick it outside. You have an opportunity to score here probably yourself, right? With a pull-up jump shot. Because you've got him burned. He's already turned. So just think of that. If it's just you, jump right there. Look where you are. You're 2 to 3 feet inside the three-point line. Gather yourself just a hard jump stop and shoot the ball. And I love that Xavier's there to pick up that change. Oh, Josh traveling. So, Josh, this is the thing I'm telling you, right? Okay, you catch the ball right here. And this is already high to starter offense, right? We're kind of a distance away from where we truly want to start our offense. If you think about it, it's we're a little bit off. Like we'd love to get it kind of maybe started right there. But watch what happens here. You catch it right there. It's in your hands. Now look at this backing and backing and backing and backing. It's a lot of... Actually, the line is moving with you, so let's catch it. Let me just redo this here. It's, just think of how many steps you take back. 1, 2, 3. So the line's moving with the screen because of the way this is set up. But, you probably caught it right there, and you ended up all the way back here. That's definitely... You're already at the half court trying to run offense, right? So just hold the line right there. Hold the line and get your offense going. You have the skills and the ability to get by this kid. You just have to believe in those skills and ability. So think about it. Here we go again. We're now at like 4 or 5 turnovers. We're barely into this game, and we've got a whole bunch of turnovers and missed layups. Okay. Likely another travel. Let's just get back here and see this. Sorry. Pick up the ball. 1. Yeah, we got away with the travel there. So think about that, Alex. Just, you don't want to dribble into traffic and then stop here. But look, you're dribbling straight at him. Dribbling straight into him. The ball's right in front of you. So take a path, weave your way back and forth, get the ball in your pocket, or pass it. Look at this bounce pass you have right here. It's another turnover. Think about all the turnovers here, guys. 5, 6 turnovers, at least. Okay, made basket. Nope, they didn't make it. Okay. Okay, so now we're taking it to the middle. Getting down. So get down and fill a lane. Fill a lane. You have, let's look at you guys making it too easy on these guys. You have, your teammate has the ball. He's going to take it to the middle. Start filling lanes, Alex. So this is a position you need to be at. He's going to get it down here. When you're in transition here, fill lanes, right? Then you can come back. So I was hollering at Gannon right here to cut, and all of you guys on the bench are running 5 out. Yeah, we are running 5 out. And he's not in the 5 out position, and he's not in the 5 out position, and he's not in the 5 out position. He should be here, he should be over there, and probably he should be over there, right? But even so, look at this giant hole here. That's why I was hollering at him to cut. I want you guys to have the vision to see this. You make this pass, just go. There's nobody there. So just because we're running a 5 out offense, I want the priority is to score, right? Score. And Dominic does it. He goes right to the middle. We're still not running a 5 out because people don't know where they're at. But Dominic says, hey, you know what? There's an opening spot here. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to shoot a shot. What'd I say? I want you to score buckets. Good shot, Dominic. So here it is. Think of it. This is how many minutes we're into this. Probably halfway through the first half. And we've only scored 8 points. We've turned the ball over probably 8 times. And we've missed a handful of layups. So this is where I want you guys to think about understanding what's happening in the game. You're not just out there throwing the ball around, right? You have to go, okay, hey, we have to get a score here. We absolutely have to protect the ball, can't turn it over. If you turn it over a couple times, it's now time to regroup, refocus yourself, get down and get a score. See what happens here. Where it looks like we're just get a regular inbounds. Ball's coming down. Alex just going to take it to an open spot and shoot it. Okay. Look at this, Alex. Jump stop. Look at this. Boom. Shot. And you could probably elevate, right? You can elevate a little more. But this is not something you would have done 5 months ago, 6 months ago. The old Alex would have just ran through here and thrown the ball up at the basket and hopefully it went in. This is just repetitive drilling and practicing, right? Very good. And you got to score. So here we go again. Overplaying this, guys. Here's the ball. Comes inbounds. Let him have it, Alex. Don't go down there. We don't care. Let him come up here a little bit. We want to encourage him to the sideline. Now you overplay it, and he's going to end up on the sideline. And it forces our middle guy to have to come up and help, and now it's like 3-on-1 back there. See? Listen. This is what you all need to be doing. When it starts to break down over on a side, whoever's on this far side has to hustle down here, and that's what Gannon does. Pierce did it great in our last time we played. Stay on him. I want you to see here, guys, about playing aggressive is not playing on your tippy toes here. Break down, and if he's dribbling in front of you, look at how you give him the space to dribble. He's literally dribbling right in front of you. Watch us. How many times did we get the ball stolen from us because we're dribbling in front of defenders? He's inviting you, Dylan, to take this ball. But look at where you're playing. You're standing straight up and you're on those toes. So break down here, get those hands busy, and take the ball. And look at this pass he makes. Someone should be picking this ball off. Push middle. It's another good pass by Dominic, and you could have shot that yourself, Dominic. Okay, let's watch what happens. Here they bring the ball in again, Alex, and they do the same thing to you. You give them that whole side. Someone steps up there. We don't get it on camera, but someone steps up there to help you. But it must have been Dominic, but you can't let him have that, Alex. That was 2 times they had that entire lane. There's probably a foul there. Okay. So, Dylan, you're in a better spot here than you were before. So other times when we're watching this inbounds, you were standing on the outside of the lane. You can actually be standing right here, right in this crosshair, because you're just protecting this. That's what you're protecting. You're not guarding this kid. And step in the middle. You see all this lane right here again? And step in there. Because I'm not sure, but if I'm a betting man, that's what I'm thinking they're going to do. See this play they just ran here? He's trying to screen Gannon and to free him to cut to the basket, but it's really not a great design play because you end up shooting underneath here. But see, and you're pointing, you did this a lot in this game. You're pointing to telling other people, hey, guard this, guard that. That's where you should be standing, big guy. That's where you need to be. And you need to be over here a little bit more, too. But you're so busy doing that, he comes right in here, right in front of you. That's you. You're all responsible for the middle, not one person. You're all responsible for the chapel. These floors are terrible. Slippery, right? Good pass. Good vision. And it was a good job of Dominic looking, hey, there's an open spot here, and Gannon getting him that pass. Because we're pushing toward the middle here, hustle down, man. Get down here so you can score a bucket. Let's just watch this real time. Thank you for getting it. Get it, push it. Now go. Now get down there. As hard as you can. I want you to score, Dylan. Oh, and they get it to the middle here, and it breaks down. So you get to recognize that. Just hustle back. Okay, so came all the way down here, Brody, right? Came down into his stuff, and you, Dominic, this is actually your area. So Brody's helping you until you can recover. But Brody, you got to get back up here. So let's just review where your area of responsibility, right, is the center here, all the way across here. So you have all this space over here. And I even make it easier for you by saying to you guys, right, we say, hey, listen, let's make this easy on you. And you only have to cover this area from the outside. So all of this you don't have to cover. So all you really need to cover is this area right in here. But if you stay down here out of position, no one is back here to help you. It's hard to get a recovery, right? And so now Gannon has to be there. It's just our 2-3 is way out of position. And I can tell you when we play more skilled teams, they're going to make those layups and they're going to swing the ball. So let's just go back here and look real quick. So here it comes. And if this team was a little bit more, have a little more maturation to them, they would have a guard here to swing it and then put it right back down. Because look at this whole side down there is empty. And what else is empty is the kid that passed it to him from here. This kid that's right over here, if he did a pass and cut to the short corner, he's got a bucket. Because look, watch what happens. Pass happens there, and Dominic vacates. I don't know where you're going, Dominic. Your area of responsibility, Dominic, is right there right now. Now, it could be that you started over here the last series, but now he's there, right? So you guys have to be communicating. And we got, again, Xavier with these aggressively going after the ball, leaping in the air, grabbing it. It just looks great, Xavier. You're jumping around, grabbing the ball, being athletic. I love it. Okay. I don't understand. You have a guard right here. Get it to him and let him dribble down court. The last thing you want to do is take 1 or 2 dribbles and stop. 1 dribble and stop. And to add insult to injury, you don't want to make this loopy pass. You probably have heard me say that 1,000 times. And they score. So that led this decision to do that leads to a turnover and a score. You have it. Get it to the guard. He's right in front of you. Look at him. He's right there in front of you. It's a tough one, guys. Really tough. And so they score, we should be in transition, and we don't get there. And another turnover. Who's the other guard out here? It's Brody. And Brody, you're the other guard, so it should be you up here with the ball, right? You need to be taking charge here. Oh, I'm gonna get it back, I guess. No, it doesn't turn into a turnover. I thought it was a turnover. And you had him, Gannon, but it's you turkeys with this trying to pass over people's heads. Fake it up there and bounce pass it to him so he can make a layup because he's all alone by himself here. turnover. We end up turning it over anyway, and a score. So think about that. Last couple of turnovers, they scored. And another turnover. Turnover, 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 score, score, score. I hope this is hurting your soul to watch this. But here's the thing is you guys hopefully are watching this and are going, okay, you can understand where you need to make adjustments and changes, right? Yeah, that's the pass you want to make. Now we got to push it down court. I love it. And we get a foul. Comes here, gets his hips turned, and now he starts to cut in front of him. This is we preach this at practice. As soon as you get their hips turned, start to cut him off. Watch this crossover. He's here, and he brings it back to the other side. Get him to foul. We do that a couple times. They won't be trying to steal the ball from you because they'll be in foul trouble.